Hey there, YouTube. So today I'm driving the 2012 Nissan Pathfinder. I just got done taking my uncle to the airport, and luckily my car was too full because I have a bunch of car parts from my previous repairs. So we ended up taking his Pathfinder to the airport, and now I'm driving it back. Just wanted to give you guys a small little update here. This Pathfinder actually is pretty cool. It's pretty responsive. I drove it back then, but I never really stomped on it. But this thing has actually got a lot of pep and go. Nissan did pretty good with this truck until, you know, they put the CVT in it. So, with further ado, let's go ahead and do a harder acceleration. Ready, and go. Yeah, this thing picks up quick. This is the 2012, so it still has the 5-speed automatic transmission, and I have to say it's pretty responsive when you put your foot down. Definitely a nice truck here. As you can see, I'm at 65 miles an hour, and I was at 35 not even a few seconds ago. So this thing does pick up and go. It's a nice truck. The only thing that I've noticed since the last time I drove it, which was actually last year, is that it's developed a rattle in the dash. Pretty common. I mean, the truck now has 50,000 miles on it, so of course you're going to start developing some rattles and stupid shit like that. It could also be motor mounts, so you never know. But I do like this truck. It's a nice feel. It actually feels a lot smaller than it really is, and it feels very direct. The Expedition, it feels very planted as well. The only thing with the Expedition is you know you're driving a big truck, if that makes sense. Whereas this one, it's not as big as the Expedition, obviously, but you definitely don't feel like you're driving something that's bigger than a car for the benefit of the doubt. So now I'm just getting on Blue Diamond. This is actually the highway of like the mobsters that would kill people and bury them here. So this is like the highway of death. Pretty historic if you can go from that route. But yeah, so driving my uncle's truck here. I also have keys to an Acura RDX 2015, my uncle's fiance's car. And she said that if I have any problems with mine, I could drive hers. So, let's see. So yeah, this is the Nissan Pathfinder. Now I'm gonna go ahead and obviously accelerate a little bit lighter because I don't wanna use my uncle's fuel and then he'll be like, what the hell did you do to my truck? My uncle is very particular about this truck. He doesn't let anybody drive it. But it was really funny because my mom did not have the Expedition when I was in school in California, so she asked to borrow it, and my uncle had just bought it. And my uncle was like giving her shit about it. But then she was like, remember who let you borrow my brand new car when you went to Las Vegas? And then my uncle got a ticket in my mom's car doing 112 miles an hour. And then my mom got stuck with the bill because my uncle was in the military and got deployed. So yeah, my mom did not let him, my mom held that over him. What is this person doing? Why aren't you going? So yeah, it was pretty funny. So yeah, my uncle is not allowed to give my mom shit about borrowing cars. But yeah, this is a nice truck. The transmission shifts are pretty firm. I can feel them, but obviously you're not supposed to feel them too much. But yeah, they're not bad at all. This is, like I said, the 5-speed automatic, so it just went into 5th gear there. And the RPMs do run rather low for the 5-speed. But I mean, obviously, again, this is a V8, I think. I don't know, did Nissan make the V6 or the V8 on this? This is the 4.0, so I'm assuming it's the V8, but it could be the V6. So don't hold me on that. I think it's a V6. Just look at my other Pathfinder driving video. I do have, I think, the right engine choice on there. But, yeah, this thing has a lot of pickup and go. It's a nice car, and it's very planted. And it also, there's not a lot of, the suspension was built really nicely. It doesn't feel like it's too firm. It doesn't feel like it's too soft. The Expedition's a little bit bouncy, but the worst suspension I have ever been in was actually a Dodge Journey. The Chevy Impala is bad too because it's so floaty, but this truck does not have those features at all. Nissan did a really good job with this Pathfinder. I wish they would have kept the design like this because the new Pathfinders, I'm really displeased. They look like minivans. So despite the fact that obviously they do have good features, I mean, they have a lot of space, this Pathfinder's a little bit smaller than the previous generation. And then the Xterra, my mom had an 03 Xterra, and once they switched it, I noticed that the size decreased significantly. So yeah, but like I said, this has been a pretty good truck to my uncle. My uncle actually had a Ford Exploder before this, and he actually got into a car accident, I think it was, and so he got a good settlement obviously, and then got money for this truck. But what's it called? Yeah, his Ford was, the name of it was called Struggle Buggy, because it literally had headlights falling off. I mean, it was like ghetto fabulous. He even had like the ghetto rims on it. It was so funny. And they're called wheels, not rims, but I had to throw in the rims there because it was hilarious. But yeah, as you can see, the instrument cluster, everything works perfectly. And yeah, now Nissan, obviously, to make this truck less expensive, you can tell that the interior is very plastic. I will do an interior review on this soon. It's just I want to get back because I have to go all the way to Mountain's Edge where my uncle lives. And so, yeah, I had to go there and then basically take care of my 2 little cousins, my little bulldogs. They're little English bulldogs. They're so cute. And then, what's it called? I'm gonna actually have a real cousin. Well, I mean, I have one real cousin on my dad's side, but then my mom's, or my uncle's, what's it called? They're having a kid, so now I'm gonna actually have like a real baby cousin. And I don't like babies, they're so gross. But yeah, maybe I'll actually like this one. But yeah, like I said, this truck is really nice to drive. It does have this center display here, along with some features. The shifter is pretty interesting as well. Pretty common on Nissan shifters, and I'm really glad Nissan stuck with a 5-speed automatic for the 2012 model, because the CVTs I heard were really bad. They were not favorable. Also on this, it's really cool because the gas pedal actually adjusts to your height. What is this person doing? Second time, bro. Pay attention to the fucking light. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm able to give you guys some accelerations on this though. Like I said, it's a nice truck. So yeah, that's basically it. But if anybody has any questions, by all means let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, and I'll do an interior review on this as well as the Acura. I may not drive the Acura because I'm not really comfortable, you know, driving other people's cars like that. And also, like, I mean, I would tell them obviously if I needed it, but I mean, if I don't need it, I'm really not gonna drive it. So that's about it. But if anybody has any questions, let me know. This Nissan has been a good truck to my uncle, so yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, let me know. I probably said that about 3 times. All right, y'all, have a good one.